trying to do a style or trying not to do a style or trying to do this way, trying to do that way. I just want to make stuff. Like I just am very, very done with like art world shit. Trying to like prove myself to some imaginary art world that doesn't even exist. Wow. You guys, it's been another big week, and I had all of these big things that I had in my mind to sit and talk to you guys about and try to go through them and figure it out. And I was gonna say all of these really good things, and then you're gonna be so impressed. And they've all disappeared from my mind as I started recording. Welcome back. I'm riding a little bit of energy wave at the moment, which is why I've decided to record. I have no plans for painting right now. I have no plans for talking right now. We're just going to jump into all of this and have an experience together, eh? All right. Also, I feel way too amped up to be able to perform at all. But this is the state that I tend to create from a lot. It's just amplified because of caffeine, conflict, and my turning on the camera on. So, woo! Very gross. There's a thing floating in my water and I don't know what it is. So here you have essentially a finished piece in front of you. This is something that I did that I like, but I just kind of want to fuck it up, if I'm being completely honest with you. So that's, I think, what we're going to do today. Gross. What do we need? What tools do we need? Bristles. Oh. Ah. I gotta go to Ace Hardware and buy some $3 chip brushes. Let's just dry one off. The ink might apply weird and it might look a little bit off-colored because of the pigment on the brush, but I just kind of want to make a thing, you know? I don't know, dude. Yes. The brush, the elite brush. The fucked up, clumped up fan brush. That's what I should have started with. The biggest tragedy is that I cannot play for you the music that I'm listening to right now. It is so sad because YouTube with the fucking copyright, like if it was just that they would take your money away, that's fine because I make no money from these videos anyways. But they will quite literally block the videos from being shown if it has copyrights. For reference, if you'd like to sync it up, I'm listening to Beat Bop by Ramel Z, which is actually produced by Jean-Michel Basquiat. And K-Rob. Ramel Z and K-Rob. This is by far from my favorite piece, or my best piece I've done, but I like it. Feels true. Which is about as good as I can ask for. Ah, I got ink on my TV. Turn reveal. We gotta reel it in though. The energy is overwhelming even me. I want to do a tea piece on canvas. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Ha! Now we have a very wet surface. I'm gonna dry this off and we're just gonna paint on this immediately. I'm so glad that I was able to get a video that actually is my genuine energy when I am painting most of the time. Because I feel like I am very much myself on camera. So it's not like I'm being fake or anything. It's just I don't have this much energy very often. Especially with managing FND as much as I have lately. So I think I'm getting into a better place, but also just we just hit a lucky unicorn day. Because this is wet, it's diluting the ink in a really beautiful way. These small canvases are like damn near impossible to paint on camera. So I'm sorry that I have this on my lap, but it's so hard to paint when it's vertical like that. They just don't stay still. Okay, it's done. I just did that. I think it's quite interesting. I may add to it later. In fact, I will add to it now. Schmoigen, Gerschmelgedy, ask the bandiyak. Sweet. Gonna have to let that dry before I can really tell. That's quite interesting to me. I'm gonna have to look at that a little bit more in depth after this. I'll make sure to overlay full resolution images of the painting and everything that we just did, just so you can sort of see what I did, because I'm sure from your perspective it just looked like I was sitting there going like this for a long time, not saying anything. And I'm sure that I've cut all of that out, so I'm sure these words are irrelevant now. Don't cut this. Oh, now that we've got some of that painting out of the way, we've got some of the energy processed through our body, and I'm feeling a little bit more grounded. Let's go through kind of the paintings that I did this week. All right, so here's number one. Here is a painting. One of the most exciting things I've been excited, one of the biggest things I've been excited for lately is the development of this, my signature. I think I may have mentioned it before, but I've always felt weird signing things as my last name, and I traditionally have signed things in very legible letters, but they just They always were sort of on the back of stuff or whatever. I just wasn't sure how I wanted to approach the whole signing thing. But one day I just did a abstraction of the word Jake. I guess the name Jake, which is my first name. And then that just sort of stuck. And so now that's my signature, which is, I think, an important thing for every painter. That's how you establish that it's yours. So yeah, this is a piece that I did this week. It obviously leans much more heavily on the abstraction side. I know I very much focus on portraits a lot, which this one still kind of is that, but lately I've been wanting to make things that I want on my walls, and like not worry about proving anything, not worry about like even like this pursuit of like, I'm gonna get to be a better painter, all of these things. Like I already tear apart every single piece that I make and analyze it and criticize it, and then automatically I take that and I apply that into the next painting that I make. I don't need to over conceptualize it, I guess. So this is a piece, most certainly is. It's one that I like. What you can't see very well is that there's very light purple hues in that white. Here's another piece I did. I did this yesterday. My goal was to make a very small piece, but with the layering and the colors and the textures that I usually put into my big pieces, but make it 9 by 12 inches. Just to work on compressing that energy even more. I'm sure you've noticed I've been working a lot smaller than I have in the past, if you've been watching the channel for a long time, I suppose. So yeah, there's this. It's the land of swirly twirly gumdrops. I also made this piece. I don't think I showed it last time. It looks like my signature got a little bit fucked up somehow. I don't know how that happened. But I also did this piece. Another tea piece on paper. Quite happy with that. These tea pieces on paper have really inspired a lot of minimalist stuff. Oh, my friends. I have been a victim of another camera shutdown. Can you believe it? Oh no. My camera shut. I got all the pieces out that I wanted to show you. I don't even really know what I talked about for like enough time to make the entire thing go black after that. So there's no revisiting that. That's lost to the abyss. But we're basically done anyways. I mean, like, let's change out these pictures. The album of the week this week is the movie Elf. Because I've been watching Elf over and over and over and over again. Because I love it. Also, Great British Baking Show. That's also a lovely show. I like things with low stakes. Nobody gets hurt. Everything's nice. Everyone's happy. And a lot of American shows, it's like, you've been eliminated. And then they get like ejected out of a plane and shot with a cannon or something. And then in this show, they all give each other hugs. Outside of that, I don't really have anything new for you guys this week. I don't know. I'm interested to hear what you guys think of this. I'm not 100% sure what I think of it. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. But I did make it, and I do like, I was just about to say I do like it. There are parts about it that I do like. I just can't decide if I like the whole thing or not. I don't know. You let me know. Let me know in the comments. Comments are greatly appreciated. They help with the algorithm and all of that thing, which while we're at it, subscribe. That helps me a great amount. I'm sure that you are aware this is a very small channel, so every subscriber helps. Outside of that, I'll see you in 9 days.